In our daily lives, as we pass the roads, as we come across the streets, we see many posters on the walls of the streets like Save Trees, Trees Are Lives, Save Trees and Save Lives, etc. And in the news channels also, we see many public protests and struggles, awareness campaigns taking place across the world, especially in India. But what is the use of these posters? Why are people making protests and strikes? What is the use of saving trees? What is the importance of trees? Have you ever thought of it? It's okay, let me explain you. Nowadays, cutting the trees has become a global issue all over the world. I'm not talking only about India, but in almost all the countries of the world, it has become a serious issue. We see everywhere the trees are being cut, they are destroyed. So, the nature lovers have come ahead and they are taking a few important and preventive steps. After listening all these things, why it has become a serious issue? Why are people cutting the trees? What's the reason behind it? So, you may have many questions wandering in your brain or mind. So, I'll give you a clear explanation about all of these, don't worry. Now, let us discuss the reasons behind the protests. Why are the protests taking place? First reason is economic displacement. When forests are cleared for commercial purposes such as constructions, building railroads, buildings, etc., then the local communities who live in the forests will be dependent on the trees for their resources and food. So, if we cut the trees, we harm their livelihoods. So, the people who are living in that place will be no longer able to live in the same place and will have to migrate or move to a different place for their livelihood. So, they'll have to face many problems like lack of money, lack of food resources, and so on. Next is the loss of ecosystems. When forests are cleared, it leads to destruction of habitats. People lose their habitats. They face many obstacles and biodiversity loss. Even not only human beings, even animals, even the plants face a lot of problems when we cut the trees. It also negatively impacts local climates, changing climatic conditions, and the trees bring a good rainfall. So, if we cut the trees, we will not be getting suitable rainfall, and that leads to lack of water resources, and we will not be getting proper agricultural yields or proper crop or food will not be provided. And the last reason, unsustainable practices. We have many reasons, but only the important ones I have explained you here. Cutting of the trees leads to lower agricultural yields. We will not be able to get proper food, proper crops, and it leads to soil erosion because the trees control soil erosion, depleted water resources. So there will be a decrease in the water resources and increases floods because the trees control not only soil erosion, even the floods. So when we cut the trees, we will see an increase in the number of floods, and it leads to destruction of life, destruction of property, loss of lives and property. Now we are saving the trees, but in return, what do we get from the trees? It is a very common thing, you all will be knowing this. We get proper amount of oxygen, pure air, shelter, shade, protection from sunlight, vegetables, fruits and flowers also, and it prevents soil erosion, prevents the flood. Many uses are there. So we have already discussed about the benefits we get from the trees and how we should protect the trees, why we have to protect the trees. But now we will learn why is the protection of trees very essential. First reason, oxygen production. Through photosynthesis, the trees release the oxygen that we breathe in. So oxygen is very essential for the organisms to live on the earth. So the trees are the ultimate source of oxygen. So the trees take in the carbon dioxide we give out, and they give out the oxygen that we take in. In order to get a good supply of oxygen, protection of trees is very essential. Number 2, reduces the noise pollution. Trees acts as a natural sound barriers, and thus it absorbs the sound and reduces noise pollution in the urban and rural areas, which help the people a lot. And the rest of them are: the trees bring good rainfall, controls the soil health, in a sense it protects the fertility of the soil. The trees control floods, and the trees improves the quality of the air we breathe in by providing pure and fresh oxygen rich air. That was all for today. In the next video we will be learning about afforestation, deforestation, causes of deforestation, effects of deforestation, importance of afforestation, and preventive measures that can be undertaken to save the trees. Till then, stay tuned and subscribe for part 2.